Sit down! The time has come, you'll watch the sun dog shine on you.
Yeah!
Been doing this and busting the splits and filmmaking too.
Yeah!
Then burn some green and used to scream and go BLU.
Yeah!
I'm squeezing the O, act like you know, we call it Full Sail.
Yeah!
With E-Tap, take a picture, cause that math gave us hell.
Yeah!
I know the world's been waiting, but stay patient, you'll see.
Yeah!
Me making great movies, soaking jacuzzis, just like Spike Lee.
Yeah!
Just call me Sundog!
Yeah!
The one for fun dog!
Yeah!
The Detroit City Q!
Sundog is actually a reflection of God in us. Yeah, it's like people don't only sometimes even ponder upon God or their spirituality when they reflect.
Congratulations on becoming a part of our creative company. So if you're here today, then I'm sure you've had a chance to witness some of my wild antics and celebrity anti-corporate mentality. But again, I'm happy you were able to join us. So you're probably an overachiever, some dynamic cartoonist or graphic arts designer, or just very good at being a grip, a gaffer. Because here at Dogstar, we believe in creative freedom, which means you're probably decked out in tattoos and draped in piercings and wearing spiked hair and all those kind of things. But hey, creative freedom, you have the ability to be you, be yourself. But that's the part, because at Dogstar, just like Sundog, our star is God. And one of the things that we believe in is no star shines brighter than Dogstar, because we want to be a shining star amongst the industry of stars. So once again, congratulations. Now, a little about myself. See, I haven't always been such a easygoing, happy, great, nice guy, you know. I had a little story to get to where I am. Actually, once upon a time, I was actually a pretty bad guy, believe it or not. I was, I guess you would consider a product of my environment. I'm originally born and raised from Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit 313 Motor City, Motown. It's no town with the get down, get up, beat down, shut up on the come up, don't run up, act like you know. Home of Pistons and Lions and Tigers and Shock and casinos. Some think it's a gamble, but you can win. Respect, protect the city I live in. Street life burn cheap like Indian. Sound slap shot, you must duck down. Them wings red hot in Hockey Town. Iced out, ice cold, don't slip in the D after dark. Oh, get that ass ate up like Jurassic Park. So, come on, come on, come on, come on over to my place. And you will find ballroomers, gator shoes, hair weaves, and wine. Home of the American car, a city dipped like a chocolate bar. So fine. Round here, all stars major, A, B, C. Easiest 1, 2, 3, 4 tops, big 4 cop theater, Fox Temptations, bordering nations with water between them.
Yep, that's right, Detroit, Michigan. Yeah, with the fighting and shooting and crime and all the things that you've heard of, yes, that's exactly right. Growing up, I was the only boy in my family, and I used to channel my energies, all kinds of things, fighting and shooting, the whole nine. I mean, I was a pretty bad guy, as I mentioned earlier, so I don't know, I didn't even believe that I would make it to college. But when I did make it to college, something changed me. I would say it was definitely a turning point in my life when I had an opportunity to become a member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Now, ironically enough, my first impression or attraction to Omega was, when I was a little younger, my sister had invited me out to her college. And what attracted me to Omega was fighting. How about that? Yeah, I saw these guys and they were ferocious. You know, the kind of guys that had heart. You know, they were outnumbered and they still savagely destroyed their competition. And I was like, them the kind of dudes I need to be hanging out with, because they got heart. And I knew growing up I had heart. I was, I was the youngest guy hanging out with a lot of older guys, and I was fearless. I mean, I'm still, fearless, but at the same time, I have a new wisdom. And what my wisdom taught me as I arrived at college and sought out membership in this organization was, these men may have been fighting, but a lot of times they fought with a purpose, I guess you would say. They were more soldiers, and at the same time, they fought to uplift our race and our society through good deeds. And they stood for something royal. They had cardinal principles: manhood, scholarship, perseverance, and uplift. And one of the most important things that really you only got as an underlying message was Christian manhood. So when I became involved with the organization, at first I was like, hey, this is fun. And, a lot of times people think of fraternities as just parties and beer drinking and all that kind of stuff, which I'm sure you all like to do. But it was something more. It was a level of depth to these men. And as I learned that a lot of great African-American leaders were members of this organization, I was impressed by that. I mean, the guy that made it possible for blood to transfuse, Charles Drew, the first African-American astronaut, your Jesse Jacksons, and, athletic people who excel, Michael Jordan, comedians, Bill Cosby. I mean, the list goes on. And I said, wow, it must be something more to this organization. So after becoming a member, hey, I went along with the thing, hey, just doing what they asked of me. But, and I felt a great sense of brotherhood. And that's what we promote here, is a sense of family. At Dogstar, we have a sense of family. But, me getting that brotherhood, it still didn't totally change me. I must say that my true turning point was when I had a brush with death. It was an event. It was a party, and it was going on off our campus. It wasn't on campus. It was in the close by city. And so I seen a guy approach a woman, and he was blatantly disrespectful. He tried to, get to know her, ask her for her number, those kind of things. And so she said she wasn't interested. But then the guy went off on this rampage and started cussing her out and, and doing whatever. And he spat on her. And I don't know if chivalry's dead today or not, but for that moment, I knew this girl. She went to school with me. She was such a nice person. And, her and I wasn't even, any kind of way intimately attached or anything. It was just, I felt a need to be a protector from this, this guy who was, a rude, obnoxious hoodlum. So, long story short, I said a few words to the guy, and before I know it, it was an altercation. Boom, we fighting, boom, 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 and then his boys jumped in, and a couple of my boys jumped in. But before I knew it, bam, lights out. I had been struck in the head with a tire iron. The object that you use is kind of like a crowbar that only turns one lug on your car. I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming whatsoever. And when it hit me, I was unconscious on impact. I was so unconscious, and I fell just like a board, and I bust the back of my head on the concrete, out like a light. But, people were trying to, wake me up, shake me, hey, And they drug me to the hospital. I'm bleeding like a stabbed pig. I'm bleeding all over the place, you know. A lot of this is in, you know, hindsight, because people were kind of telling me, and I know my clothes were covered in blood. And it was such a horrific event. And when I'm in the hospital and they told me that I had a depressed skull, meaning they had to go in and actually put a metal plate in my head. They told me that I had a chance of not surviving the operation. Not only not surviving the operation, but even if I were to survive, that I may not regain my total strength, or I may not regain my total intellect, and my sense of drive could be deleted. I just would almost be a vegetable if one thing went wrong. And so, you know, I went through with the operation, and at that moment, you know, maybe when I was sedated by drugs or whatever, you know, I had the neck brace on, I'm looking up at the lights and people operating on me and the whole nine. I had a talk with God. And I told myself, and I promised God, that I would change my ways after years of being just like the guy that hit me, because I probably hit more than one guy over the head with something. I've done a lot of things that I care not really to mention, but I knew at that moment it was important for me to turn my life around. I mean, no one's perfect. You know, we all, you know, whatever higher power you may believe in, it's just the fact of knowing that you have a value in life. You have a value in life, and you have a value to our company. Now, we promote brotherhood, family environment, good spirits, because, and believing in some power, because we want you to give us your all. Work as a team. Now, Sundog is man's best friend. So, hey, I'm a bright, intelligent person, and I am here to be your friend. I'm always approachable. If you ever have any questions, there's anything you want to say to me, I mean, after that moment, I've been changed. And now that you're a part of our company, you are changed. Welcome. And we want, and maybe through my testimonial, you'll see that no matter where you may have come from, no matter what your background may have been, you have the possibility of being someone greater than you can even imagine. And we are here to help facilitate your talents and let you grow as that creative individual working within our team. So, hey, right now, I'm loving life. And I'm proud to be alive, and I'm proud to, you know, be a servant of our God. But whatever, once again, whatever it may be for you, the loyalty that Dogstar possesses, the tenacity it takes to overcome the obstacles in the industry and to shine brighter than all the other stars out there. You're part of that team. You really are. Welcome once again, and give yourselves a round of applause. Here at Dogstar, you do count. I love you all. How about that? And go forth, have a great day, be productive with our company, be productive within your individual fields, and grow and blossom to your full potential. And as always, no star shines brighter than the Dogstar. If you ever have any questions, just stop me. I'm Sundog. Much love to Omega Psi Phi fraternity.